you might think that this building could fit in on those city streets. And it gets its unique white facade from the 250,000 glazed terracotta tiles that make up the sides of the building. Those terracotta tiles are stunning and difficult to clean. You cannot use a power washer on this building. It will break all of those tiles. And so it is a job of a crew of people to scale the building and scrub the tiles by hand, which is a job I am simply thrilled I do not have. The building shares its name with another important Wrigley building here in Chicago, located up on the north side, that of course being Wrigley Field, home to the greatest institution of Western civilization since the Roman Senate, the Chicago Cubs. I'm a lifelong Cubs fan. I went to my first Cubs game when I was a baby back in 19. And I share that in common with my great-grandfather, who I was lucky enough to get to know. He didn't live long enough to see the Cubs win the World Series, but he never lost hope. He used to say, "Dylan, anyone can have a bad century." We're about to pass under Michigan Avenue. Michigan Avenue is home to the Magnificent Mile, which starts out here on your right-hand side and goes on for, you guessed it, 1 mile. Lots of shopping and restaurants out on Michigan Avenue. If you're looking for recommendations, just grab me after the tour. Happy to point out some stuff you might want to see while you are here in town. Just on the other side of Michigan Avenue, you will see a tall blue building with those letters on the side and the spire up at the very top. This is Trump Tower, home to the Trump International Hotel and Residences. Trump Tower is the second tallest building in the city of Chicago, standing at a height of 1,388 feet tall, or 423 meters tall. It was completed in 2009 by Skidmore, Owings & Merrill Chief Architect Adrian Smith. If you took Trump Tower and you stood it next to the St. Regis from a moment ago, you might assume that the St. Regis is taller, because the St. Regis's roof is higher in the air than Trump Tower's is. But there are a couple of architectural tips and tricks that you can employ to get a couple extra feet on your building. Architecturally speaking, a building is measured from its lowest level of public access up to its highest structural feature. If you look down here along the river level, you will see those sets of doors. Those doors are technically public access, which means the building is measured from down here where we are, and not the street that the building is located on. And then at the very top of the building is the spire, that's the pokey bit up there. That's just decorative, you cannot go up inside of it, but it is structural to the building, gets you up to that height of 1388. Wow. Now, I say these doors down here are technically public access. That is because this is a retail space that has been empty since 2009. But just about 2 weeks ago, they finally signed their first lease. So in the next couple of months, we will finally have some stuff down here on this section of the Riverwalk. Just on the other side of Wabash Avenue, still on the right-hand side of the river, will be 2 buildings that you may recognize.